Hello, everyone. Today, we're taking a journey through the corridors of power, exploring the intricate web of connections between Wall Street, the banking elite, and American foreign policy. Our guide on this journey is the legendary economist and historian Murray N. Rothbard and his groundbreaking book, Wall Street, Banks, and American Foreign Policy. So, buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Rothbard's book is a fearless exploration of how corporate interests, banking elites, and politicians have conspired to set U.S. policy for over a century. Now, I know what you're thinking. Conspiracy theories? Really? But hear me out. Rothbard isn't peddling some shadowy cloak and dagger narrative. Instead, he meticulously lays out a century of U.S. history, revealing a pattern of imperialism and corporate cronyism that transcends party lines. Think about it. We've all heard about the military-industrial complex, the revolving door between Wall Street and the White House, and the economic motivations behind America's wars. But Rothbard takes it a step further. He argues that these aren't just coincidences or isolated incidents. They're part of a larger, systemic problem where economic elites use the state to advance their own interests, often at the expense of the average American. One of the most fascinating aspects of Rothbard's analysis is his exploration of the power struggle between the Morgans and the Rockefellers. These two financial dynasties had their own interests and rivalries, but they also found common ground in their pursuit of global dominance. Rothbard's account of their clashes and collaborations is nothing short of riveting. For instance, during the early 20th century, the Morgans were heavily invested in railroads and government bonds, while the Rockefellers dominated the oil industry. Their rivalry played out on the global stage, influencing U.S. foreign policy in profound ways. Rothbard argues that their competition and eventual alliance helped shape America's aggressive expansionist policies, particularly in Latin America and Asia. Rothbard also delves into the creation of the Federal Reserve System in 1913, which he sees as a pivotal moment in the consolidation of financial power. The Fed, he argues, was not just a response to economic instability, but a deliberate move by banking elites to consolidate their control over the nation's money supply. This new financial architecture, Rothbard suggests, was crucial in financing America's entry into World War I. The massive loans to the Allies, the inflation of money and credit, and the subsequent economic boom and eventual bust were all made possible by the Fed. Rothbard's analysis of this period is a stark reminder of how financial interests can drive geopolitical decisions. But Rothbard doesn't stop there. He also challenges the conventional narrative of the New Deal, arguing that many of its policies were prefigured by the reforms of the Progressive Era and the policies of President Herbert Hoover. He sees the New Deal as a continuation of the trend where big business and big government work hand in hand, often to the detriment of true free-market capitalism. Rothbard's critique extends to both sides of the political aisle. He criticizes the left for its embrace of military Keynesianism and its failure to recognize the economic fallacies behind war and intervention. At the same time, he takes the right to task for its uncritical support of corporate America and its reluctance to challenge the warfare state. In the post-war era, Rothbard highlights the rise of the Council on Foreign Relations, or CFR, and the Trilateral Commission as key players in shaping U.S. foreign policy. These organizations, he argues, are the latest incarnations of a long-standing trend where financial elites use private organizations to influence government policy. The Trilateral Commission, in particular, is a fascinating case study. Founded by David Rockefeller in 1973, it brought together multinational corporate leaders, politicians, and foreign policy experts from the U.S., Western Europe, and Japan. Rothbard sees the Trilateral Commission as a powerful force in international policy formation, with its members often occupying key positions in government. In conclusion, Rothbard's Wall Street, Banks, and American Foreign Policy is a provocative and eye-opening analysis of the intersection between finance and foreign policy. It challenges us to question the official narratives and to consider the deeper, often hidden forces that shape our world. Rothbard's work is a call to action for those who believe in true democracy and free markets. It reminds us that the struggle for liberty is not just against big government, but also against the powerful interests that seek to manipulate the state for their own benefit. So, what do you think? Is Rothbard onto something, or is he just another conspiracy theorist? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the BrightLearn podcast for more deep dives into the issues that matter. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.
Visit brightlearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.